Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Ratchet and Clank Going Commando for the Sony PlayStation 2. In the last video, we finally went to Planet Yeatle and broke into Megacore HQ. But before I did the final boss battle, I went back to Indako, to Bora, and Boldon, and I got all of the weapon mods. And if you want to see which ones you have, just pause the game, go to weapons, and anything in the first 4 rows are eligible for weapon mods that you can buy with the platinum bolts that you get in the game. And you can buy them all with all 40 platinum bolts that you can find, as previously established. Some weapons will have 1 mod, some weapons will have 2 mods, and others won't have any at all. And the weapons that do have mods will either have a shock or an acid mod, usually, and depending on the weapon, it may or may not have a lock-on mod. Thankfully, we bought everything. I won't be showing everything off, but you do get to learn how to use the lock-on mod, which is just as simple as holding L2 and R2 while equipping a weapon that has or having a weapon with a lock-on mod equipped, and then firing. You just hold those 2 back shoulder buttons down, and then you can fire the weapon and it'll lock on, which is nice. Anyway, we've now taken care of everything we can take care of. We've gotten all the weapon mods. We picked up all the platinum bolts. We picked up all the skill points. We have max HP and experience. There's nothing else there to do than to break into Megacore headquarters and finally finish this battle once and for all. We finally get to see what Professor Fizzwidget is up to. Alright. First we're going to break these lights for fun. Then we're going to take that teleporter and get back into Megacore HQ. But first... Actually, no. There'll be one right next to us when we enter Megacore HQ. I was entertaining the idea of going to the vendor across the bridge, but there's one right here. Let's go ahead and activate the vendor. I'm going to go ahead and get back my Tesla barrier charges. Do I need anything else? No, I do not. So, we're going to protect ourselves like we always have. Ah! The game did the thing, and I accidentally pressed triangle. So, if you equip a weapon with a lock-on mod, and you hold L2 and R2, 1, you'll strafe whenever you move, and 2, not only will you get a lock-on reticle, but you can also see how much health that enemy has. I didn't even notice that until now. That is impressive. Good going, developers, for doing that with the lock-on mod. And because we've made some progress before, most of the doors that we've opened and paths that we've unlocked, we can access them again. We will have to deal with enemies again, but we don't have to deal with a whole lot of them as compared to the first time around. And I need to remember to be careful and not do that. Okay. And it's a good thing that I have the Killinoids with me, because that'll make it a little easier to get rid of those enemies on the way here. Really trying to concentrate as I do things, and I apologize for making the way that I talk sound a little awkward there, but you do what you have to do. And we don't really need to do that, I don't think. There we go. I can't believe I landed that. That was awesome. Let's use the swing shot, if I can get close enough. There we go. And I should probably take care of that because... oh, there's the acid mod. There's the acid mod in action. Did a little bit of extra damage. I like that. Don't know why it wasn't locking on earlier, but, well, I managed to get rid of it anyway. And, yeah, you do have to unlock that swing shot target in case you leave and come back. So, I don't know why I'm switching to it that way. There we go. Making sure I held on to the circle button for dear life there. Now, thankfully, we don't have to do any of the infiltrator puzzles again either, because those things stay done when you leave, which is awesome, because I'd rather not deal with anything else. And while there are enemies in the next room, don't really need to take care... wow. Don't really need to take care of them because... or maybe I will. Because I can just take care of them just like that with what I have. Now, I need to use the swing shot to take that down, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be... yeah, there's definitely going to be more enemies. And I know that I'm definitely using the Tesla Berry to do the work for me. He's gone. They're gone. And if I could get rid of him, that would be great. Man, there's just so many of these guys. Might as well go ahead and apply a new Tesla barrier just to take care of them. Just so I don't get hit any more than I... okay, never mind. I never got hit in the first place. Alright. Show's over. Let's bring this bridge down. But of course... we have one last volley of offense. But that's what the Petrobomb gun is for. And that should be the last of them. Good riddance. Now, once we approach this door, final battle is going to happen. And, of course, we're going to have a cutscene.
Room. I'm sorry I'm late. I had some trouble with the guards.
No problem. You're just in time. Okay, let's see if this thing works.
She is trying to tell us something.
Bye now. Enjoy the hygienator. Remember, you bought it from Steve. Steve McQuark. Indeed. No, Now that I've sold my 1 millionth Hygienator, I can finance the comeback of the greatest superhero who ever lived, Captain Quark! All I need now is a new galaxy with a new fan base so I can rescue them from a new disaster!
But
Sir, I do not understand.
Mr. Fizzwidget?
This is bad.
All right, just what the is going on?
Allow me to explain. I'm about to save the galaxy from the Protopets, and you are about to become public enemy number 1! Oh, and 2 and 3. Guards, seize them! Smile, it's showtime! Citizens of Bogon, I am Captain Quark. I come to you in this, your darkest of hours, to shine the flashlight of justice on your galaxy.
flashlight of justice? Oh,
As you know, a living menace called the Protopet has been set loose in your galaxy. But fear not, Bogonites. I, Captain Quark, have caught the perpetrators. Yes, good citizens, these are the masterminds behind Megacorp's experiment with death. And now, with this, super electro gadget I invented, I will end the Protopet threat once and for all.
That's my Helixamorph. I invented.
Ahem. Stay tuned, dear viewers, as I amplify the signal from this helixo thingy and render every protopet in the galaxy completely harmless. Allow me to demonstrate. Mommy!
does that helixomorph actually work?
It used to. I could probably fix it.
Come on, Clank. Let's get it back.
I kind of find it hard to believe that things could go the way that they did there, because one, that's 2 guards and we have all the guns in the world. And 2, Captain Quark. Captain Quark. Some of you may have seen that coming a mile away, some of you may have not. Well, he was going to get his revenge after what happened in the first game anyway. So, we have a vendor here. We might as well use it to refill on everything for almost no reason, because once we get into this battle, wow, you can return to the ship. If you can return back to the battle, I'm going to be very surprised. And once you swing over here with the swing shot, all you have to do, just hit this thing with the Rhino 2. If you have the lock-on mod activated, this is even easier. I win. GG. Seriously, that's it. That's the boss.
You did it! It's okay. This is the real Mr. Fizzwidget. Quark had him tied up in a supply closet all this time.
Gentlemen, you have my most profound gratitude.
It was nothing, sir. I'm just sorry we couldn't get the helixomorph back. Right. What do you suppose is wrong with it?
I don't know. it could take months of research and...
The battery isn't backwards.
Oops.
Imbecilic to the very last. Down, boy.
I just have to amplify the device with Megacorp's TV transponders, and that should cure the other protopets.
Clank? Uh-oh. It's okay. I can fix her. I promise.
And that's it. That was Ratchet and Clank going Commando for the Sony PlayStation 2. That is probably the worst final boss I have ever fought. And that's because I did everything. So, how did this game stack up? Well, at least the journey to this weird ending where for some reason I could destroy the final boss in less than a minute, at least the journey was far better than the destination. If you love the first game, you'll love going Commando. Straight up. No bones about it. Graphics, sound, play control, all that carries over from the first game to the second very easily. I can't complain. Ooh.
So, what do you like to do for fun? Oh, my goodness.
So, whatever happened to Quark?
I heard he was working at Megacorp.
So, you fellas new here? You boys should sign up for the new Probomatic. That little baby cleans you something fierce. I just got done testing the full body waxinator. I am personally sporting a smooth chassis, and there are no tags on my luggage. All right then. Catch you later.
Subject 23A. Please report immediately for crotchetizer testing.
Well, duty calls.
As I was saying, I can't complain about any of those things. Graphics, sound and music, and play control, because they were all good. It was as responsive as ever. It sounded as great as ever. It looked as good as ever. Then again, this was made by Naughty Dog, and they get just as good a job as with this as they did with the first game. And you could also make the case that they did an even better job, because there was a lot more to do here than there was in the first game. I personally can make that argument that this game really delivered on just being able to do so much before you finally beat it. Which explains why the recording process for this Let's Play was almost 10 months! Just due to everything I had to do here, as well as all the other games that I was playing at the same time. As for the replay value, there is the challenge mode, which I will mention. As a matter of fact, the game will bring it up as soon as the credits are over. And when that shows up, I'll mention what you can do there in the challenge mode, what you can expect from it, because this took long enough as it did, and I'm not in the mood to play this any longer than I already have. Because I have games for the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 lined up that I want to do. And I want to do them. So I'll just tell you what to expect from the challenge mode. After this. Oh. There's a special thanks. Whoops. Okay. after this. Okay, after this. Now after this. Okay, fine, really, after this.
All right, fellas, nice and tight now. So you tested this, right? Oh, wait, that's why I'm here. Oh, one more thing.
I'm surprised we didn't see his uvula when we zoomed in on his mouth. So anyway, do I recommend getting this game? Absolutely. As long as it took for me to get through this. Yes, I do. So, when you finally beat the game for the first time, you have the choice to go back in time before you defeated Quark or play a new game in challenge mode, which is the same option that you had when you beat the first game, and 2, you get a new game plus mode. Challenge mode is a good way to earn tons of bolts by playing a tougher version of the game. You get to keep all your weapons and you can upgrade them further by purchasing mega upgrades at the vendor. Check out the specials menu for new features. And there may be some stuff in the special menu that you can look at, like maybe some developer drawings or something, but I'm not really going to show them off. I've shown off all that there is to show off. I'm pretty sure you can find any other surprises that are unlockable through other videos and other means. Yeah, I'm finally getting this out of my hair. But I will mention some stuff that I did take notes on, just so you can further know what to expect from challenge mode. There is a bolt multiplier. The more you go without getting hit as you destroy enemies, the higher it goes. It goes up to 20x, so you can get 20 times the bolts if you destroy a lot of enemies without getting hit, and you fight a lot of enemies. And it makes it really easy to buy the mega upgrades. And when you get the mega upgrades, it'll be the same as your evolve weapon, except it'll be even more powerful, and it'll have the word mega at the beginning of the weapon name. But that's not all. Because when you get the mega version of a weapon, when you buy the mega version of a weapon, you get to build up the experience all over again. And once the experience is filled up on a mega weapon, it becomes the ultra weapon, which is the most powerful version of the weapon that you can get. And once you get the ultra weapon, the ultra version of a weapon, I should say, you can't evolve it any further. It's as powerful as it's going to be. Also, here's what you retain and what you don't retain. All weapons that you don't get in the storyline, basically anything you buy from the vendor, is retained. All our armor upgrades are retained. All the platinum bolts you found are retained. So if you got all the platinum bolts the first time around, you don't have to get them again in challenge mode. All the crystals and moonstones you picked up on Tabora and the frozen planet, basically all those rocks that you gave the space age hippie are retained, so you don't have to go get those anymore if you got all of them. The Ship Shack Slim Cognito is available at the start of the game. You'll retain the charge boots. You can buy the Gadgetron weapons from Barlow's Gadgetron shop at any vendor if you have not bought any of them in the first go around. Some levels enemy setups have reduced numbers, especially in the Canal City Promenade for one. All special menu tabs are retained. So any secrets that you unlocked, you keep them, so you can go for everything else, basically. Some optional objectives stay done, and you don't have to do them a second time in challenge mode. And all special non-story items, such as the box breaker, the armor magnetizer, so on and so forth, they stay collected. You retain those. The only things you have to re-earn are gadgets, such as the swing shot or the Terminator, and any wrench upgrades. Those are the only two things that you have to re-earn throughout the game, but it'll be a lot easier because you have so much more firepower compared to the first time around. And that's it. That's everything that there is to basically expect from challenge mode, and everything that you can do that's extra in challenge mode as well. And that's really it. I can't believe it took me 10 months to record all this, though you'll probably be seeing all these videos in the 2-month period. And this has been Let's Play Ratchet and Clank Going Commando for the Sony PlayStation 2. I can't believe this is finally over. I've had this new HP Pavilion for 10 months. I wouldn't exactly call it new anymore. And this is the only game that I played on it that requires a capture device. Requires kind of being not exactly true. I mean, I could emulate PS2, but I don't exactly trust the emulation technology yet. But anyway, hopefully I will be back with another game. Hopefully, anything I do requiring a capture device, the audio-visual production values will be improved. And things will look a lot better. And hopefully I will come back with another game. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be bad. Maybe it'll be somewhere in between. Who knows? So until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care. Stay safe. Thanks for watching, and see you guys later.